I listen to music all the time. In the car, at home, sleeping, or while solving complex quadratic equations. However, there is one thing I constantly wonder about. अगर इसने ये गाना बनाया, इसकी personality क्या कमाल होगी? To find this out, we went on a search, but couldn't really find anything, so... And that is why we create Music Underground, a series जहां आप जान सकते हैं अपने favorite music artists और उनकी struggles के बारे में.
So today on set, we are welcoming Natasha Noorani and Zahra Paracha.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the team of Lahore Music Meet right here. Welcome, Zahra and Natasha. How are you guys doing?
I'm great. Abhi, for example, if I tell a random boy, कि अच्छा, you can come over to my studio and you can record vocals and we'll collaborate. He's like, yeah, fit hai, I'll come. If I tell a girl, she's gonna, this has happened many times with me actually. She's like, I have to check with my family and my parents would like to meet you first.
There's somebody I've been told.
I remember कि एक पूरा ज़माना आया था for Pakistani rock and pop bands, Jal, EP, etc. etc. मैंने गौहर का गिटार देखा, मैंने कहा मुझे वो गिटार चाहिए, and then I got a really cheap version of exactly that design, and I used to try to emulate that. And then obviously, you know, I grew older and I started to get more exposed to more things, and then I was like, oh, मुझे electric guitar चाहिए, and then I just kept going into it. But I was also like a very introverted person. वैसे मुझे लोग इतने पसंद नहीं हैं, तो I used to jam on my own. In order to jam on your own, you need to start recording yourself. The most progression I've ever made as a musician has been through collaboration. So I remember that the reason I even joined Sikandar Ka Mandir in the first place was because Nadir and Ali are such great songwriters. They're so good at making harmonies, they're so good at melody writing and lyric writing. I was like, yeah, I need to hang out with these guys, I need to learn from them. To appreciate another artist, another producer's work is very integral to making sure that you understand you are not always going to be the best, that there's always going to be room for improvement. As far as that's concerned, I remember कि जब we even started doing LMM, one of the things was कि सारों को ना एक space में लाना, and then collaborations will begin to happen. And I don't know if it's worked. I mean, so far what I've understood is that a lot of bands have been made from that. So I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, personally speaking as well, काफ़ी street cred भी है इसमें. From time to time, कभी कभार मैं गाने में I'm working on it and I'm just very very tunnel vision कि बस यही है. So Sikandar Ka Mandir का मुझे ये पसंद था कि they're so good at harmonies and where they place them, and that's actually one of the reasons why Biryani Brothers is so harmony intensive. Because I was like, it sounds so cool on its own. यानी कि अगर मैं music को हटाऊँ, it should sound like this is a Ramzan version. People don't know what a cappella is over here. जब आप नाते सुनते हैं तो I wish I could tell them how to do harmonies, because it would just sound so much cooler if they had harmonies in the back instead of just वो reverb and delay को full पे करना. उसके अलावा भी चीज़ें होती हैं. Well, I joined Sikandar Ka Mandir back in I think 2017. So we were part of this random reality show, and उसमें the focus was on, oh, you're a female guitarist, and I was like, yeah. But like, you know, because I'm over it, I kind of didn't expect people to not be over it. But I was like, whatever, it's fine, you know, it's theek hai. But after that, what I really enjoyed with these guys was that they didn't see gender as much of a thing. Like they, you know, एक होता है कि वो आप लेडियाँ बैठ जाएं, हम सामान उठाएंगे. ये मुझे सामान देते थे कि तुम मेरा सामान पकड़ो. तो ये उल्टा हिसाब था. It was not really sexism, it's the complete opposite. वो मुझे चीज़ें देते थे कि नहीं तुम कर लो सब कुछ. इस तरह से I really like the fact that they don't see it as a thing, and I can do more in the band because of that. And I really like performing. It's a lot of fun because मेरा एक पूरा setup होता है, live setup, and I'm like, अच्छा हम ये गाना करेंगे, इसके लिए मैं ये preparation करूँगी, and it's so nice, like especially with Sikandar, like I have a full like tight setup with these guys, जिससे हमें rehearse भी नहीं करना पड़ता. It's like, it's a lot of fun to do stuff like that, and you know, then these guys get to do their theatrics where, you know, now there's just like weird चीज़ें करता है stage पे, हंसी भी आती है, मज़ा भी आता है. At the end of the day, honestly, I just have a lot of fun making music with these guys. If I think about performing alone, I'm like, I would get so scared. I don't know. Like I could, I don't know. Like I would freak out. I remember like me and Natasha did a Biryani Brothers gig for the government recently. और मेरी तो Like I was like, I can't believe the first gig we're doing in Punjab is in front of the government. And it was just, Shahzad Roy was there. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. And I had to sing for the first time in front of an audience. And I was like, oh no. And then I just closed my eyes and I sang and ho gaya. And they were just like, wow, she's playing guitar. They didn't even notice the rest of it. So I don't know, maybe, I know I'm probably overthinking it, but I know a lot of other people, when they're endeavoring into solo ventures, the insecurity is the thing that's going to hold them back. And I know for sure for me, it's going to hold me back. But I think if I work harder as a studio artist first, to phir live to ho hi jayega. As the representative of all female musicians, no, I'm not. It's, I managed to grow up in a sort of an environment where my family dynamics were not traditional, I'll say. So I didn't have some of the issues that other women do face around me. Mera ye tha ki I had a lot more freedom to pursue things in terms of like, if I want to play the guitar, no one's going to necessarily stop me. Around me, मैंने ये सुना हुआ है कि it's a lot harder for women to get a hold of instruments, you know, to have people who are not discouraging around them. Abhi, for example, if I tell a random boy कि अच्छा, you can come over to my studio and you can record vocals and we'll collaborate. He's like, yeah, fit hai, I'll come. If I tell a girl, she's gonna, this has happened many times with me actually. She's like, I have to check with my family and my parents would like to meet you first. I mean, it's a stereotype, which I understand why, but it also needs to be broken at some point, that if women are in the music industry, they have to be singers. Uske alawa nahi ho sakte. So it's like I was even talking to Nadir and Ali about this in Sikandar Ka Mandir. I was telling them कि मुझे personally लगता है कि even though I do co-produce with Ali all the songs that we've released since I joined, पूरी एक album है, उसके बाद भी गाने हैं. Even though I do that, it's a lot easier for people to assume Ali is the sole producer than for them to assume that I'm the sole producer. And I think it's just the way people think. So any sort of a musician's club, any sort of musician's union, you're going to notice it's going to be like 99% men. You're going to see that regardless. Like WhatsApp group ho, usme sare mard, and then like ek aurat, you know? Is tarah se it's going to be everywhere you go in this country. Maybe it's even bahar. I think bahar bhi is tarah se ratios hote hain. When you're in that position, there's a certain awkwardness jo ek paida ho jati hai. You're like, I don't know if I belong. I'm sure this is for a lot of people. But the religious connotations attached to it. At a certain point, mujhe itna sunne ko mila tha from some rishtedar that I actually considered selling my guitar. But I didn't because I stopped meeting them, so I stopped thinking about it. You have to have some sort of a faith if you're going to be in a field like this. Varna mushkil hota hai. So I needed to reconcile what I was hearing with what I believe, with what I want to do. And it took a while for me to finally understand that if I wasn't meant to do this, I wouldn't be this good at it. But you know, when it came to doing things like LMM, yeah, people are very discouraging when it came to that because they're like, oh, but we can tell you how to do it better. Obviously, anybody can tell me how to do it better. Whether you're going to do it better, that's a different thing. Everyone has an opinion, man. Like, unless if you like it, if the kid version of you would listen to it and go, damn, I want to do that. I want to be that when I grow up. Release it. People are going to be like, nahi, this could be better. It can always be better. Bas release kar do. There was this one guy who came to LMM and he was full on like, oh, I'm gonna come with like these bodyguards of mine and I'm gonna have these guys escorting me. And then like when he was finally there, udhar be like just, this is not what I asked for. And it's like I just want to kick him off the stage right now, you know, but I can't do that because obviously log aaye hain. And uske alawa be like just weird BS like, oh, I need to do cardio and shower before my stage performance. It's like, dude, you have 1 hour. तुम अपने घर जाओगे, उधर ये करके वापस आओगे. I can't even, you know. इस तरह से like नखरे हजार हैं लोगों के. But then, you know, sometimes you meet like such nice artists and those are the ones you do LMM for. But then the bad ones are just so annoying where sometimes they're like, हमारी तो जगह है ना LMM के stage पे. And it's like, no, dude, you apply like everybody else. what I am most proud of, or I'm at least trying to aim to be proud of, is my own music. Like, I want to like my own music. I want to listen to it and go like, yeah, I'm really happy I did that. I'm really proud that I wanted to learn this thing and then I put it in this and it's out there. I realized it's not hard to be successful. It's hard to be successful and happy. I just want to be one of the best guitarists in the country at some point. Not one of the best female guitarists, one of the best guitarists. Uske alawa, I just want people to hear like my compositions and go like, yeah, that sounds like Zahra made that. You know, something like that. I want people to have that, I want that recognizable sound. I want the recognizable quality. People are like, oh, she's producing it. It must be good. Eventually, I think I'll get there. It's just not there yet, but I plan to get there at some point. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
And that's the intro of the episode.
Yes, I said sinned because I'm going to Karachi.
Going to sing. Awesome.
get home.